My name's Olivia and this is my dad.
Hi everyone.
So today we're going to be talking about his wonderful tank, which also holds coral, fish, and all type of other stuff that I can't name. But my dad could talk about all the names of all the fish and all the coral for hours. But today we're going to be talking about some facts about them. Daddy, can you go ahead and tell us some facts?
Sure. Well, we have dozens of different types of coral species in this tank. This tank's been running for probably since you were maybe 2 years old, huh?
Yeah.
You're a little baby, that's why you remember
Yeah.
having a tank. We have about a dozen fish in here. They eat a varied diet of seaweed and shrimp that we feed them daily.
Daddy, I have a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
Because I don't know what the corals are. Are they rocks, or are they a type of animal, or are they a type of plant?
They're actually a type of animal. Every coral has little tiny polyps on them that are actually a mouth. So there could be thousands of little mouths on individual coral species.
Wow, that's so cool. If I was a coral, I would be having dinner, breakfast, all at the same time every day.
Well, it's funny you say that because they eat all day long. They'll pick up anything that's in the water column and they'll use that for energy.
How all the water is like getting maintained. So I wonder what the systems are like.
Well, all the water goes from the bottom down here and it goes up through the pump, comes out, goes into the tank, and it circulates, and it goes back down inside. For all the filtration, that's where everything is put for this tank to run. A lot of the systems down at the bottom are what really make this tank work.
Daddy, I have one more final question.
Okay.
Why is growing coral so important to you?
Well, first thing is it's really cool. It's a really big challenge, and I feel this tank is very successful. And two, we have a lot of corals around the world that are suffering with higher ocean temperatures, and they are dying, they are bleaching. There may be a time in the future where you may have to rely on the hobbyist aquaculture corals, and that's something that I'm very passionate about, and would love to contribute to that if we ever need to.
Okay, I heard the word bleaching. I wonder what bleaching is. What does it do to the coral?
Essentially, when a coral bleaches, it loses all its euanthellae algae that's inside the body. That is what gives it the texture, the color, the ability to grow polyps on it. So when it bleaches, it actually loses all of its algae and turns white. So it commonly looks like it's bleached. They're not dead completely at that point, but they're very close to it.
So there's a possibility that it could come back to life?
There is a possibility, but it takes a lot to get them to come back, especially when ocean temperatures are getting hotter.